Hello my friends, it's your buddy Phil here, project management trainer and coach. I know lots of you are thinking, how do I break into bigger, more prominent project management positions? And it takes someone who has been there to give you the secret, and I'm going to give you the secret today. If you are in a strange limbo situation, a strange place, unable to break into the world of more senior project management roles, you're finding it hard breaking the ceiling. Listen close. Everything rises and falls on one thing: leadership. It's leadership. Regardless the position, whether it's a senior project manager with more responsibilities, with more business presence and more business exposure, whether it's a program manager role, whether it's a portfolio-oriented role, the secret is leadership. Let me explain what I'm talking about, because I was in that same boat. I was in project controls, and I was great at scheduling and costing. But in terms of business visibility, in terms of giving more senior roles, I was struggling. And I wasn't able, as it were, to break that ceiling until I understood the psychology of having a PMP certification but not being able to sell it due to lack of confidence, lack of courage, and lack of insight. You need to begin equipping yourself with leadership skills, understanding your worth. There are several people who are project management professionals, but not everyone gets into the top 2%. The Project Management Body of Knowledge Guide has the secret. It talks about the top 2% of project managers as voted by their colleagues and peers. They are not the ones that have superior technical skills. While that is a great thing to have, the top 2% of project managers are those that possess great communication, leadership, and interpersonal skills. When you have these skills, you will be able to better present yourself, your prowess, your abilities in an interview. You will be more confident to apply for such roles. After a year of getting certified, I realized I had what it took technically, but I needed to stir up my awareness about what I had to offer from a leadership realm. That can-do, go-getter mentality. The mentality that understands project management is not so much about the technical, it's more about the leadership mindset. The ability to make stuff happen no matter what, and the ability to be confident that you can do it. So here's the trick. If you want higher leadership positions in project management, you need to step up to the plate psychologically and step up to the plate in applying for those positions and step up to the plate in an interview. I expect you as a PMP to be able to take on any project. You need to understand that you can do it. If you studied for this test, you can study for any role. Technically, you can do what we call in the world of Agile spikes to understand the gamut of whatever project management position it is. But I need you to have that can-do attitude to know I can do this. If you don't have a can-do attitude, you don't have it. And it comes with listening over and over again to messages like this that tell you you can do it. That's one. And number 2, learn leadership, because that will generate the confidence and awareness. You need to understand how leadership ticks. What makes a great leader? How do you climb the leadership ladder? I highly recommend understanding leadership. Read books like John Maxwell's 5 Levels of Leadership. Read books like The 360-Degree Leader. And you'll learn to understand how leadership develops. John Maxwell says it develops daily, which means you need to study leadership daily. Be a student of leadership. And if you want to be a student of leadership with me, for 1 hour, you will learn, I guarantee you, more than you've learned about leadership in 10 years, except you've been one of John's students or student of another great leader. But I tell you, within an hour, just as I have for people who've been to interviews in top organizations, who lead in top organizations like the Disneys and the Amazons of this world, I can teach you how to realign your mind from a leadership perspective. So if you're struggling, there's only so much that I can distill in this short video. But if you want to go to that next level, you need to think about joining me for a 1 hour session on Leadership 360. I will equip you not only with knowledge and understanding, but I will also equip you with what it takes to get to that next project management level. I will instill in you an awareness of your identity as a leader in project management. And if you're not quite there, I will equip you with what you need to go to that next level. But I want to tell you today, begin to see yourself where you want to go. Begin to align your mindset with where you want to go. You want higher levels of project management leadership? You want higher levels where you can make an impact? This is not about making more money. This is about making an impact in the organization, and then everything else follows. And that's leadership. Stepping up, taking on more responsibility, and using to the max what you have. I'm going to leave you with this. 3 prongs of success. Number 1, knowing your purpose as a project manager. What do you want to achieve as a project manager? Do you just want to knock out projects and move on to the next? Or do you really want to make an impact in the firm by being a role model for excellence in project management? You got to be a role model for excellence. You got to know what the purpose is. And if your purpose is shallow, you'll play in shallow waters. I encourage you to think beyond the money. Think about making an impact, a statement. Think about being a benchmark of quality when you step out to be a project manager. It goes beyond the paycheck. You do the right thing when people aren't looking. You equip yourself to be a weapon against mediocrity of project management. Because some firms are very mediocre in project management. When you get into those firms, you want to make a difference. That's your purpose as a project manager. Not just to run projects to success, which is great, but beyond the success. Knowing your purpose as a project manager, grow into your maximum potential as a project manager. I challenge you. How confident are you on a scale of 1 to 100? In schedule, cost, scope, quality, resources, communications, risk procurement, stakeholder engagement, integration. You should be nearing a high score, whatever that might look like. And if you're not at a high score, whatever that might look like in your own eyes, are you growing to get there? I didn't say are you going to. I said are you growing to get there. You should always be aspiring for a 10 and never get into a 10, because you should be expanding every day and your target and goals should be increasing daily. So what are you doing to move from wherever you are towards a 10? And what are you doing to move the target? Because your definition of 10 should be changing on the regular. Your 10 definition of yesterday should not be the 10 definition of tomorrow. So, knowing your purpose as a project manager, number 1. Number 2, grow into your maximum potential as a project manager. And number 3, sowing seeds that benefit other people who are aspiring to be great project managers. Sowing seeds to expand others. These are the 3 prongs I've learned from my mentor John Maxwell for success, configured to the world of project management. So if you're looking to get to the next level, my friend, it's leadership. It's understanding these 3 prongs. I need you to step up to the plate, become a student of leadership, and expand to your maximum potential in all the knowledge areas: integration, scope, schedule, cost, quality, resources, communications, risk procurement, stakeholder engagement, and also agility. Understanding what Agile is, growing in the world of Agile. All of these, my friends, are pivotal to you becoming that person of influence in project management. I hope it gave you some insights, some assistance to know how I think when I reflect on how I got to higher levels of project management. I wish you all the best in your journey. Don't forget, there's 2 channels out there that can support you in your journey, at Praizion on YouTube and also at Project Leadership Institute. But don't stop applying for these great positions, and don't stop equipping yourself. Keep studying daily. Leadership, communications, interpersonal skills. Keep practicing the power of speech. Be deliberate, be intentional, get better and better. Distill your 5-minute elevator pitch, whatever that might look like, whatever aspect of project management you're in. Thank you, and all the very best.